presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Andy in Boulder, Colorado. Hey, Andy, what's going on, brother?
Not much, Tom. How you doing?
I'm great, man. Yourself?
Pretty good. Hey, congratulations on the grandbaby.
Yes, thank you. I know. Tommy just sent me a picture. I mean, it's gorgeous out right now. He just was taking him out for his first walk this morning. He's growling and prowling already.
Yeah, I bet.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks, and for us market participants, it's a 3-day weekend. Don't make assumptions. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 108, NASDAQ down 80, S&P's down 14.5. Gold contract up 90 cents, traded at $18.52 an ounce. You got silver up 7 cents, $21.78 an ounce. Light sweet crude down $1.93, $76.56 a barrel. Notes and bonds. The 10-year note up 4 ticks, trading out at 112.01. The 30-year up 9 at 125.27. And King dollar flat 103.860. Euro 106. Yen 134.07. And the British pound at 120 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, bottom line, you got a lower market, slightly lower, no big deal. You're going to have a expansion of volume here. So we're going to have, regardless of what happens, you're going to break this swing with volume. The swing we're talking about is 405.01. You hit 404.05. You get 59 million shares. You only need 70 million. Yeah, and you're going to have a lot more than that. So that means you're going to be right back down to this level. And see, that's where we went topside from. So what you have here now, the S&P is in the lower range. Anything under 410 is the lower range. And what that sets up, folks, that sets up the lower swing that does have volume also at 374. NDX 100, we take a look at the 3 Qs. What do we have with the 3 Qs out here? 3 Qs right now. You're going to have volume there, too. So the swing on the 3 Qs has 50 million. Yeah, you're already at 45, man. Yeah. So the 3 Qs, now they haven't got inside the lower range yet. The lower range inside the Qs, realistically, I'd be happy with, not happy, meaning, see, there's a couple spikes. And I wouldn't use the 296 for the lower range. I'm going to lose the lower one, which is 293. And right now you're at 301. I suspect it's going to try to get down there. Now we'll see whether it's going to get into that lower range. Gold contract. We take a look at the gold contract. Gold contract, 156,000 contracts out here today. It's rejected lower price. You're at 1852 right now, and we'll see if we can get any juice going. Bottom line, and it's going to be all about this good old U.S. dollar. You go over to the dollar. We take a look at the dollar. What you have with the dollar is they gave it up on price today. We'll see whether basically it comes right back at you. The dollar right now looks to me still that you're going to go to the 106, 107 level. We got to the 104.667 today. That's how this baby is shaking out. Oil. We go to the oil market. Oil's giving it up in spades, man. You take a look at this oil market out here. You're down hard, 65,000 contracts. So that's not a lot. We're rolling. I see what's happening. Okay, interesting. So let me do this, CLA. Is it going to give me the same contract? Yeah, we're rolling. Okay, we're rolling, but the bottom line is you're not holding price. So this baby's going to go right back down to the bottom of the range. The bottom of the range, in this particular case is about the 72 to to 70 area. We'll see where that's going to shake out. Some of the higher volume equities, and we will have volume out here today, folks. You have Tesla is up $5. You got DraftKings up 2.5. Let's do it this way. I'm actually going to go into the NDX first. Let's go into the NDX, see what's moving the market. So Amgen is up 2.5%, Tesla 2.5%, Biogen 2.5%, and Regeneron 2.4%. Taken away from it. Airbnb down 5%. FANG, what is FANG, man? Oh, Diamondback Energy down 5%. You got Baker Hughes down 4.5%. Moderna's down 3.8%. Yeah, these, you talk about one of the stocks I picked out today. I was on TD Ameritrade. I picked 3 trades out there. I was going short this Pioneer Natural, man. Now, the bottom line is that I send these stocks over to them at 7 o'clock in the morning, folks, okay? This thing gets smoked, man. I mean, it's like in 3 days, it just went down from a price point from 234. It hit 206 today. I was looking for the 205. So I was like, it looks to me like this thing here is going to go to 200 now. Now, it's dangerous about this. 200 is the swing, but you break 200, you can see this is barreling down, man. This is on the weekly. You can see the expansion of volume. Your swing point down here has 170 million. You've already done, no, couldn't be. What? Oh, 9.1, and we've done 13. So this thing's going to go a lot lower, man. That's how that baby is set up right now. The Dow Industrials inside the Dow. Let's take a look at the strength versus the weakness in here. Point-wise, what we have, United Health putting 70 positive points, Amgen 41, Big Mac 24, Travelers 20. Take it away from it. Microsoft minus 29, Home Depot minus 23. You get Chevron minus 22. We go take a look at, there's another one. I picked this one out too. This is Norfolk Southern. Norfolk Southern, they, bottom line, they got in a big accident. You know what's wild about Norfolk Southern, folks, is that even, I always love to, when this happens, it's like, okay, it has a high volume low that it wants to go to, meaning the 203. But it's like, even when you're up at highs, I mean, this thing was up at highs at 261, got in the accident. It was trading at 255. This thing is, it's going to get down to that level. It was going to get down to that level prior to the aspect of, look at the volume on this thing. Prior to the aspect, as you can see, this high volume, high low that's laying out here at 203. That's always intriguing to me. Like, okay, how technically does that set up that it wants to get down there? Then all of a sudden something happens, and then boom, it goes there much faster than you realize that it wants to go there. So pretty wild. There's no doubt about it. Some of the other higher volume equities out here that we have today. You get Southeast Energy's down at $26. You get Google off $1.50. Let's see. What do we got? Devon Energy. Energy's getting beaten up here. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Currencies, commodities, and bond markets are as important as ever right now with how they're driving the volatility in equity markets across the globe, which is why it's a great time to try out Teddy Kegstad's Tiger Forex Report. Teddy Kegstad breaks down the Forex markets every Monday using his 30-plus years of experience as a trading veteran of futures, Forex, stocks, and options. Teddy releases his weekly Tiger Forex Report every Monday morning with coverage of all the major currency pairs, including the dollar index, the euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, as well as many more, and he also has weekly coverage of the crude oil market and the 30-year T-bonds, as they both influence Forex markets tremendously. When you sign up for the Tiger Forex Report, you also gain instant access to Teddy's 60-minute webinar archive he just hosted, Forex Strategies and Fundamentals, What is Behind the Tiger Forex Report. For all the details and to start your 30-day Tiger Forex Report subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the markets open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Best of Behewley, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate your growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 89. NASDAQ is down to 84. S&P's down 16.5. Let's go to our man Brent in Martinez, California. Brent, what's going on, brother?
Doing very well, Tom. Going to be heading out to do some fishing after I get done talking with you.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. So what is going to be out in your part of the country right now?
It's funny because they come from your area. It's largemouth and then some smallmouth bass.
Nice. Well, that's going to be fun.
Yeah,
and it's only 12 o'clock noon where he is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
But they're all, at least the largemouths, they're all Florida strain. They brought them out here, I think, back pretty long time ago, at least back in the 50s, and introduced them here, and they took real well because of the weather we have.
Yeah, and it's big business, man. There's no doubt. Yeah, there's no doubt. So you want to take a look at Sabine, right?
Yeah, I'd like to have you take a look at that, not so much on the chart, but if you could look at the fundamentals, to me, at least unless I'm seeing something wrong, seems to be a pretty good value. And I'm going to still wait to potentially buy it, but I'm just trying to, I've got it on my watch list and I'm keeping an eye on it, but I was hoping you could look at that part of it.
Yeah, so let's take a look at it. So this equity here, folks, okay, which makes it so intriguing is that it is one of the only, there's a few of them, okay, if you want to get in the platinum and palladium business and rhodium, okay, they have it all, right? So the low is $8, the high is 20. Right now it's trading at $9.32. It pays a dividend of 6.6%. And okay, so let's put this on a weekly. I'd wait to at least the swing point. Your swing point on this is like that $8 level at 9.23. Because there is a danger in this, and the danger is that, when you go over here, let's see, do I have this on I have a 3-year. Yeah, so the danger, Brent, is that if it actually breaks this, right, then it's down into like $6, man, And what this could be, right?
Trying to be patient with it, definitely.
Well, you want to be patient because this is what's happened also. So I found a new little tool on my Bloomberg, Brent. Where do you see this thing? This is sick. What this does, folks, that one little deal gives me everything I need to know. Meaning, if on a fundamental, it has everything. It has every single mine. It has how much money comes out of the mine. But I want to show you this, right? Because this is what the danger is right now. See, Okay, so their platinum is coming out of, most of their platinum is coming out of a place in Montana, okay, which is cool. That's going to come out of it, okay? When they bought, I forget the name, Stillwater. They bought Stillwater, right? But what's happening right now in South Africa is this, folks, okay? See, these are all South African mines, right? So what has happened in South Africa is that the Eskom, which is the electric company, right, has always been a problem, but it's turning into a larger problem now. So the blackouts are more extensive, and it's a danger for not only just the country, but it's a particular high danger for the mines, because the way the rule works, folks, is that the mines can actually take quite a bit of power from the cities because they have to, because that's where all the jobs are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just let it get down to that swing point, Brett. If it rejects it with lower price and you see the metal market itself, rejecting lower price, and you see the dollar, going south versus north, then you can get it. You heard my take on the dollar, and that's where I think it's going. So I don't think any of these metals are going to go anywhere myself until that dollar reaches, the 106, 107 mark.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate it so much, Tom.
Okay,
Hope
man, well, you go catch some good fish.
And thanks so much for your help.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Sort of all these companies,
right?
How many do you think are not telling the truth on their, profits and revenue and, kind of?
The way it normally works is this, is that I say the majority are telling the truth.
The truth?
Yeah, because, what ends up happening when you're running a large company, the bottom line is that you can play with numbers and still tell the truth.
Yeah, because it's like...
That's what good accountants get you.
Yeah.
That's what the difference is. So you see what I'm saying? Because
it seems like you could make millions just by
listen, there's plenty of crooks cooking the books.
And it's just to me, it's kind of amazing.
It is amazing. But what does happen is that it has to do more so with very bright accountants, and then you finding where they say they are actually either making money or where they have actually lost money on.
I see.
And I'll give you, check this out, folks. This was on the Bloomberg yesterday. So if you go, in the world is top 4 accountants, okay?
Yeah.
And I would say that those are the ones that are really the crooks.
Yeah.
Because I have no understanding at all about where these big frauds can come in, and one of these big 4 have done the frauds.
Yeah.
Which they have, okay?
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah, they have. So what has happened, and this came up in the case of the guy over in India. The guy over in India, that stock has got smoked because, there's a short position that come out, and he's over his head right now. And what has happened, folks, is this. They had a study. Bloomberg had a study, and they did it for 20 years. And what the study was that if you go from a top 4 accountant to a smaller accountant, right, your probability that it's a red flag goes up dramatically.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it makes sense, right? Do you know what I mean? Because the top 4 says, hey, I don't want to deal with you. And I say, oh, why don't you want to deal with me anymore?
Yeah.
Well, because of past, and this is a trip, folks. The reason they really don't want to deal with them anymore is because of their past numbers are not really solid.
I see.
Okay?
Yeah.
And the way that most of the time, folks, the way that you can either push more in or take it out is through inventories. And most of the time they do it through inventories. The guy from, this guy, you might remember these, Sunbeam used to be one of the biggest makers of everything, right?
Okay.
This guy, Chainsaw Al, that's what they called him, right? Because he used to just come into companies, get rid of everyone, and he's supposed to be a genius. Well,
I like that name.
Yeah, well, I know, seriously. Well, the bottom line is that what happened is that he's running the company. What he does is that he hires warehouses across the country, and he fills. Now, picture what happened here. He fills the warehouses with Sunbeam products.
Yeah.
Now, on the accounting of it, and this is why he's not in jail, it had on the accounting of it that, this was in inventory out there, but supposedly that inventory was gone, okay?
I see.
The bottom line, folks, we know that it imploded.
Yeah.
People found out. There was I mean, warehouses on top of warehouses.
It's full of stuff, huh?
Full of stuff, and the way they had done the billing and the accountings let them get away with it is that when it got out of the factory, that was sold. When in fact, it was going to the distributor, and it really wasn't sold. Okay?
Yeah.
That was an bankruptcy, and he's so lucky because what happened is that happened right before Enron. And Enron guys went to jail, and he didn't. Because they're too busy with Enron guys. Is that crazy? I know, trust me.
crazy.
The Enron guys must have been going out of their mind. Seriously. Dow right now up 105, NASDAQ down 83, S&P's up 14.5. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Good luck.
If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my Gold Report. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 83. NASDAQ is down 99. S&Ps are off 18. So we haven't been together on the show for a while.
Yeah, because I had that closing the other week, and then that,
the rabbit closing.
Yeah.
He had the rabbit closing, folks. It closed.
And then we had to hear that guy yesterday talk about rabbits, right?
Yeah.
The list is
exactly.
Yeah, just really, really busy, right? It seems like everybody's out there right now just trying to do things.
Right.
Like buy, sell, do something.
Right.
So it's been a busy start of the year, which is great.
I know. And how's the condo in Tampa? Are you still showing it?
Every day. I got to show it tomorrow. It just keeps going. But we
so
know
what's happening, folks, is that he has this beautiful condo in Tampa, but this is what's not making any sense to us, is that he's probably, there's the rabbits.
Yeah, there's the rabbits.
Is that, I mean, you probably had 50 showings, right?
Probably more, yeah.
Unreal.
But what it is I think the noise and not being able to rent it is a big factor.
Oh, so tell them about that. This happens in certain buildings, folks, okay? And this is a big deal if you're going to buy something.
Yeah, especially with HOAs, right? So the way this works is there's a cap of 25% of the units that can be rented at any given point. And there's already 25 being rented, and there's about 11 people waiting in line to get in there. So, this could take years.
To get on the rent roll.
Yeah. So you would have to live there, who knows how long.
Remember, folks, if you're buying a condo, you're buying a partnership.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing to remember in a condo. That's a partnership. So you have partners, and there's rules, and if you understand that, you're great. That's the difference.
Yeah, because otherwise, I think we could sell for a lot more.
For sure.
Airbnb this thing or just rent it out, so we'll make a lot of money.
Right. So we have Toll Brothers coming out. Let's go take a look at a couple equities. So we have Toll Brothers coming out when we come back to work Tuesday. We have Home Depot. So let's take a look at Toll Brothers first. Where do you see these numbers on Toll Brothers, folks? Okay, this is pretty intense, meaning the amount that. So the low for the year in Toll Brothers is 39, the high 63. They are looking. Where do you see this, man? This is like strange. I mean, you talk about a downdraft. So they did 3.7 billion in the last quarter. They're looking to do 1.7 billion.
Yeah.
Now I guess I just with Bestfit had picked up, it's like I'm not quite sure whether that's as bad as like the correlation, because it seems like every year, look at this thing, because every year, like they did 1.8 billion. It seems like the first quarter is always bad, the last quarter is always the best.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad. We got to compare it to 1.8 last year, 1.88 to 1.7. They made $1.24 last year. They plan on making $1.28.
Oh, so they're going to make more.
That's what they're saying. But the chart is saying that it's going to go south, man. So if we take a look at this, you can see today, if you're breaking a swing, folks, the swing has 1 million shares right at 1.3. I mean, I think this thing is game down to like 49, and you're at 57. Let me see this. Look at that move. That's quite a counter-trend bounce. So they did a counter-trend bounce. Look at that, of 0.618. If you want to get your head wrapped around some fib numbers there. So put this up again. So I want to put it on a weekly and get a clearer understanding. Yeah, this thing wants to come back to the breakout area. So we'll see where it shakes out. I mean, you're really talking $50 and you're at 57. Home Depot, let's go take a look at Home Depot. So what's intriguing here, so listen to this, folks. This is pretty, now we're going to give you some real research on this, right?
Yeah.
So listen, this is wild. So let's do Home Depot first. The low is 264, the high is 352. They're looking to take in $35.9 billion and bring $3.20 to the bottom line, okay? So we take a look at this. It's in a consolidation. You can see what's holding this up. We want to see that high volume going all the way back? That's what's holding this thing up right now. Let me pull this. Put it on a weekly. Okay, so on a weekly, got a high volume, couldn't hold price. You had a test. This is a tough one, man.
It's been pretty flat, huh?
It doesn't look bad. No, it actually doesn't look that bad. It looks to me, folks, that Home Depot kind of wants to stay where we're at.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you go there, it's packed.
It is. And the real question, in the economy is where we're at. There's plenty of folks that think that Home Depot, let's go to look at Lowe's, and Lowe's can make more money because there's not going to be as many people swapping houses because of the fact if you're in a house with the 3%, 4%, 5%, 30-year mortgage, it's like, okay, I'm going to swap that off for a 7 or 8 year, 8% mortgage. I don't think so, man. And so they think that more work's going to be done. Now, I'm not in that camp because I think what you're going to start seeing is that people are going to start running out of money. And you saw that number at the credit cards yesterday. The number on the credit cards yesterday was almost $1 trillion, was something like $980 billion in debt. And the defaults went up. It's at 4% right now.
Wow.
So what that means, when it says at 4%, what I'm speaking of, folks, is this. That's saying that you're more than 90 days late.
Past due, huh?
And I suspect if you're 90 days late, you're never going to pay it, right? I mean, I don't...
Be tough, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once it just you're in the hole.
Where you are, yeah.
Because why wouldn't, I mean, yeah, if you can sell a house or something to do it, but...
Yeah.
You know.
What was it at the last crash? The debt.
I don't know, but this is the largest... This is the largest acceleration in 1 month since 2000.
Wow.
Yeah, meaning the amount that was billed on credit cards.
Yeah.
You know, and we know what happened in 2000. So in 2000, how old were you in 2000? Like 13?
No,
10?
it was 11.
You were 11, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So picture what happened in 2000, folks, okay, is that you had the crash first, right? And that's the NASDAQ, some of those NASDAQ stocks went down 90%. So people have lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
And what they end up happening is that little by little, first you got your credit cards, they were banging the credit cards, and then what ended up happening is that the aspect of the equity inside of the homes, they start banging that up.
Yeah.
And so it really turned into,
It's a lot of debt, huh?
A lot of debt, and they used to call them piggy banks. Yeah, exactly. Let's go to our man, Jose. Jose, what's going on, brother?
Good afternoon, gents. Good afternoon. Tom, I thought you, thank God you're back in the trading desk there. I thought you flew to Glasgow for some Kranigan and you weren't coming back.
What is Kranigan?
I'm pretty sure that's a Scottish dessert.
Oh, is it? Okay.
You gotta go check it out. Try it.
Hey, I just came from the barber's. The barber tells me I have more hair on my head than the Ramones combined. I hope you guys aren't jealous.
Look at all Bessa's hair.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Yeah, stay right there. We got a quick break. We're going to be coming right back. Stay right there, folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We're going to be talking to Jose, and from Lakeland, we're going to be talking about Cadence Design. You have the Dow Industrials right now up 120, NASDAQ down 82, S&P's up 14.5. We'll come right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 113, Nasdaq is up down 83, S&Ps are off 15. We're talking with Jose, and we're talking about Cadence Design. So we take a look at Cadence, and you get the low out here is 132. The high is 202.
Now, they reported earnings Monday. They never disappoint. I wish they'd disappoint once in a while, make things interesting. But they came in full guidance for the year. Awesome. I'm thinking it's going to climb up. It was up 14 points Monday.
Yeah, no, this is a big ABC up, man. Let's take a look at it. You got 155. You get like 36 points. That's going to get you, you get 215. Let me look at this.
Isn't it funny how when a stock hits that 100 mark, 100, 200, 300, it always plows through an extra 10 or 15 points?
Yeah, this looks pretty intense, man. So here, tell me again, what exactly does Cadence do?
I have no. Look, they're a bunch of electrical engineers.
Okay,
that's all I know.
Okay, provides software technology, design, consulting, licensed electronic design, automation software. Okay. They make a lot of money. I see. What they're doing, they design complex chips. That's what it is. Okay, that's where they're making their money. Hey, Jose, this is like. Watch this, folks. Man, this is a break topside on a huge consolidation. It looks like it's going to be with volume. So if that's the case, you can make the case that on a longer term basis that $60 that it wants to go to like 250. Yeah.
So we should get some action short term. Since I'm holding the options, it fell out of bed yesterday down 7 or 8 points. But you're thinking we're going to get some kind of, move up hopefully here.
I do. And what happens is that you can see it quite clearly. I just put this on a weekly for you. Look at this volume, man. I mean, it blew away these highs on a weekly with 11 million. The last high was 7 million. The high before that was 5.8. Yeah. And so what you do, something like this, folks, okay, if you want just how to do a price projection, is that, you just take this is a nice long consolidation. So you take the top of the consolidation, the bottom of the consolidation, you add whatever that is, you add it to the top of the consolidation. That's where I'm getting that number.
Wow, that's good news. Hey, Tom, you got me a little bit nervous about you saying I'm going to rent rather than sell. Telling me interest rates higher for longer. And that's what we're facing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And what's also happening, so picture what's happening. I'm not sure what's happening where you're building, right? But what's happening here, and we just faced it. I just faced it last week, okay? What happened, I got a bid of 1.1 million, and that's what I wanted. And then they got cold feet like 2 days later. Then I got a bid right after that of this other couple that wanted it, and they got up to about 1.05. And what ended up happening, I was talking to Natalie, and Natalie is our bookkeeper here, right? And then I really realized that, you know what? I'm not selling this. And one of the main reasons, Jose, was this. Like, I'm downtown in St. Pete, okay? And if I sold it at that yard, I'd make good money, but that's because I bought this land so long ago.
Yeah.
And so now I can't buy land. I mean, I can buy land at $300,000 a lot. So if I buy land at $300,000 a lot, the house costs me $775,000. I'm not making anything.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so it's intriguing. And in the context, folks, of where it's going even nationwide, there's going to be an awakening here because the costs have gone up that much, you know? So you just got to make sure if you are going to move something out, you know, make sure that you can replace it. Because if you can't replace it, you know, I think the way to do it is that you rent it for 5 or 6 years. In our case, what happens down here in St. Pete, folks, in Pinellas County, is that the tax structure, I won't get taxed on it for a year and a half.
Yeah.
So that's a score beyond belief. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So
you won't get taxed because they're taxing the land only, not the structure.
That's correct. And it doesn't kick in for a year and a half. So what ends up happening, on this house that I'm finishing, my taxes are $783. That will go up to, you know, 12 or 13,000.
Yeah.
You know, so it's the first year and a half, I just make 20,000 just on that not being taxed.
Wow, 12 or 13 grand for taxes, that's pretty high, but you're building some incredible structures, that's why. But look, it's fun to own land because the taxes are so low.
It is.
Just let it sit there.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
Cooking, brother.
Yeah. Good deal. Take
Okay,
care.
man, you have a great weekend, a safe weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
So I had a question. I was going to ask you a question about that company you were just looking at. So it looked like in 2018, 19, it just like took off. What happened before, or what happened at that year?
Tell me what year it was. 2000.
I think it was 2018, 19.
Yeah. So what has happened? So what this company makes its money on is chip design, folks. So this is, you know, you heard the whole thing about the chip solder shortage, the whole bit. Chips basically are, you know, commodities, okay? But they make the design for sophisticated chips. So I can imagine how much they charge, you know, for that. That's the bottom line. So that's.
I see. Okay, because it looked pretty flat from like 2010 to 18.
Listen, this company. It's from San Jose, but they were right next to me in a building in Waltham.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they've been around a while.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
That's pretty good. So what's keeping the Dow up? Out of all the other ones are red.
Someone's buying it. Someone's buying United Health. United Health right now today is keeping the Dow up. And, you know, I'll put this up. This is the move of, you can see these points over here. United Health is putting the most amount of points into the Dow. It's putting 65, Amgen 39, McDonald's 24.
Wow.
And, you know, the healthcare companies, folks, I mean, what blows my mind about this whole healthcare situation is that it's amazing that we don't have healthcare for everyone.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to me that, you know, these companies can basically, you know, buy off 435 representatives, buy off 104 senators, and they're off to the races, man.
Yeah.
Because if you ever look at your bills, folks, okay, it doesn't even make any sense, man. Like there's a number here, there's a number there. It's so non-transparent.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things, and this is the total mind blower, is that Medicaid themselves can't have an auction on what they pay for drugs. That's unbelievable.
It's pretty crazy.
You know, and what it was. So picture this, folks. That this is how together even the lobbyists were when Medicaid was made, because this was in the Medicaid bill when it was made. So these companies got together, said, no, you can't have competition. Well, I think we're the United States, and I think we're a capitalist society.
It's all about competition.
Doesn't that make competition? Exactly. That's the one thing that blows, not the one thing, but that is a very, you know, common sense deal that you can see that, guess what? Money gets in the way, and that's where you can go back to the whole Marxism deal, because, you know, that's what he said, Karl Marx said, hey, this is what's going to happen, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Well, it's happened to the healthcare system.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 107. We get the NASDAQ down 78. S&Ps are down 15. Now, we're going to have volume out here, folks. So let's just go take a look at these numbers right here. So NYSE, not that much. It'll hit $1 billion though. We're at 574 million. So what happens best is an option expiration. They always put a huge amount of trading into the close, but an option expiration is going to be exponential.
I see.
Because all the options close, and as all the options close, the market makers themselves have to basically close all their positions, the long positions, the short positions. And in most of the time, it's called delta neutral. They have as many longs as shorts because they just want to make the money on the spread when we are buying and selling options.
So it's a big day, huh?
It's a big day. Well, what you have, folks, is that you have option expiration, that's every Friday now because that is the aspect of the weeklies. And then the third Friday of every month, you have the monthly options. Hey, it's interesting, too, folks, okay? You've probably been hearing this, okay? These analysts, whether I'm hearing it on Bloomberg, they're talking about the zero expiration options and that they think that's affecting the market. That's a bunch of BS, folks, okay? The bottom line, So what that is that the weekly options, you got 1 day left, okay? And anyone that listens to TFNN knows we've traded White Lightning forever. If you traded the OEX, okay, I'm going back now 25 years and that thing. It's always been out there. I was so hoping that they were going to ask me that question today on TD Ameritrade. Because the guy right before went on and said, oh, we have these options that always expire like that. I was like, are you crazy, man? Where were you? And I was trading those things in 1992. It's like, yeah, anyway. But that happens in the marketplaces.
Yeah.
They think like, oh, this is new. Well, no, it's not new.
Yeah.
Where you been, man? Yeah.
It's coming back in style.
Yeah, totally. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize that nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership, and fly with it. Have a great weekend, a safe weekend. Come back and visit Tommy Tuesday morning, 9 o'clock. Thanks, man. Look at him, folks.